How's it going, everyone? This is going to be a little bit of a different video from what we normally do because I want to give a few updates about the channel. But first of all, I want to issue an apology. And this is a genuine apology. This isn't like a around that I normally do. This is a real, I am sorry, I've made a mistake based on a part of a video and a joke I made in that video. Now, I want to give a little bit of context before I actually get into that and get on to what the joke itself was, because it all starts really with this part of the video. So this is a video called I Started Twitter Drama About a Toxic Streamer. And in this video, I talk about me uploading a tweet with a clip of somebody being an asshole in Dead by Daylight, as I normally do. I shouldn't swear so much. I've just realized I'm probably going to have to blank out all those swear words. I apologize. But basically, another thing that happened in the Twitter drama was that some people started kind of turning on me, basically saying that I was a hypocrite. And I actually acknowledged one of those in this video, and I'm just going to play the clip of it for a little bit of context before we get started. Another funny side note of all of this stuff that happened, by the way, is that people actually started tweeting out about me specifically and saying that they don't like me anymore. I legit used to love Aaron Duke Game as a content creator, but it's wild how big of a hypocrite he is. This is a guy who has built his platform on exposing toxic people, and he is one of them. Imagine. Tags me again. And the video where he classifies all American men as verbally abusive spouses is wild. Don't remember when I did that, but carry on making up lies, I guess, buddy. So it was that specific part, the tweet where it said the video where he classes all American men as verbally abusive to their spouses. And I replied and I said, you know, keep making up lies, because to me, that was a lie. I'd never said that. And I had nowhere in my recollection said that on a stream or in a video. It was completely baffling to me where that had come from. But then about a week later, and a couple of days ago now, somebody uploaded a video about this very topic. And it was this video, and it is this gentleman here, Gothic Navek, who has a better beard than me, it has to be said. He puts mine to absolute shame. And basically in this video, he addressed that tweet, he addressed that moment of the video where I said that somebody was a liar, and he explained what the context of that tweet was. It wasn't him who made the tweet, but he understood where that person was coming from, essentially. And to sum it up, basically, there was a joke that I made in a video called Toxic Streamer Verbally Attacks His Wife, which was apparently quite offensive. And again, you know, just for context, I'm going to play the clip of when I make this joke so you can see what the joke is. And then I'm going to talk about it, and I'm going to clarify like why I made the joke and where I was coming from myself. So here's the clip.
And the country she's from and how she knows how women are actually treated compared to, you know, the free worlds of, you know, the Western society. Why don't you go over to her channel and ask her?
Let's talk about what his justification was, which could essentially be boiled down to my wife would receive it worse in the country where she's from. Right, okay. That roughly translates to America. I can treat my wife how I want because this is a free country and she would be treated worse where she's from. America. So that was the joke. That was the joke I made. And this was, the joke was kind of aimed at this guy who had basically tried to justify some verbal abuse that he had spouted towards his wife with the idea that she would get it worse in her country where she was from. She was from a foreign country. I'm not exactly sure which country that was, but his whole justification was she has it better here. Therefore, it's not a bad thing what I'm doing. And my joke, just to clarify, you know, where that whole America part came in, that whole thing, that was meant to basically satire this guy's idea and to satire the small, very, very small minority of Americans who use their xenophobia to basically justify the bullshit and the bigotry that they spew on like a daily basis. You know, there's other examples I could give, but this is one of them where basically it boils down to they would get it worse somewhere else, so I can treat them however I want in my country. The joke was meant to aim specifically at those people. But as this guy pointed out in the video, it wasn't made very clear. In fact, what it seemed to do instead was take aim at all Americans, all American men to be specific. And for that, I am very, very sorry, because that was not the intention. That was not what I meant to do. I did not want to go after American men and try and insinuate that all of them were meant to be these abusive spouses, because that is obviously bullshit. It just was a poorly worded joke, and I think what I did wrong was I just didn't aim it specifically enough at this guy and his logic, and made it way too general. I can only apologize, and I am really sorry, because I did not mean to make that comparison or that accusation. Like, that was that would have been completely wrong of me to do, and it just wouldn't have made sense. So yeah, I'm very, very sorry. And I think it's important for me to, especially with the type of content I make, to acknowledge the mistakes that I make and to make sure that I don't make them again. So from now on, if I do make any jokes that could be construed as offensive to any other groups, no matter what group that may be, I'm going to make sure that I am either aiming them more specifically at the person who I'm aiming it at. For example, in this situation, it was the guy who was attacking his wife, or I'm just not going to make the jokes at all. I want to clarify as well that I do not think all American men are verbally abusive to their spouses, and it was specifically supposed to be aimed at that guy and the small minority of people who use xenophobia to justify their bigotry. So moving on from that and getting on to a couple of other updates about the channel and just some of the content that I want to put out. So the first thing I want to say is that on Sunday of this week, I actually did my first ever YouTube live stream. It was pretty fun. We had a bit of a hiccup at the beginning there with some technical difficulties, but we managed to fumble our way through it. And I had a lot of fun with it. I enjoyed it a lot. It was very different to streaming on Twitch, which was something which I expected but didn't fully understand the magnitude of until I actually got into the thick of it. But off the back of this, I have decided that I do want to do more YouTube streams. I do want to be on here and be live more often. So I'm going to be working those into my schedule going forward, but it's not going to be for a while because I've got to move house first. So once I've moved, once I've gotten settled, and once everything over there is sorted out, then I will start adding YouTube streams into my schedule. Another bit of a change to add to my content that I'm going to be doing is shorts. So shorts have changed on YouTube a lot recently in the fact that you can monetize them, and they are genuinely becoming something which a lot of creators are using to grow their channels. Now, this channel actually started out as shorts, and they were a lot of fun. I had a lot of fun with them. But the reason I stopped uploading them was because I didn't like the way it looked on the interface. I didn't like the fact that when you clicked into my videos, you would have uploads and shorts all in one place, and you couldn't really do a thumbnail for shorts, so it kind of looked really gross and I didn't like it, so I just stopped uploading them. But now I know that they've changed the user face, at least for mobile, so you can actually separate in between like live uploads and shorts. I'm hoping this is going to come to desktop. So with all that in mind, I think I want to start uploading shorts again, and I think it would be a really fun way to experiment with new content. But if you guys don't want to see shorts on this channel, please do let me know as well. Let me know in the comments if you want maybe like a whole other channel for shorts, and that could just be like Aaron Duke clips. I'm absolutely fine with doing that as well. Let me know in the comments what you think, if you're happy to have them on this channel or if you would prefer a whole brand new channel. And yeah, that's about it. A bit more of a serious video today, but I did think it was important to acknowledge and own up to the mistake that I had made and to apologize for it. But for now, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. Regularly scheduled programming will be coming back on Saturday, so look forward for a new Toxic TTV video. Thank you so much for watching and supporting the channel. I really appreciate you all, and I will see you in the next one. Bye for now.
So let me break it all down for you. I ain't never giving up.